Hi everyone. I'm making this video just in case I'm not going to be here tomorrow. So hopefully you can get some help with the graphs and then you can do it on your own. All right. So this is our graphing Google Sheet, and I'm going to show you some cool stuff you can do over here. As you can see, it says we need these 4 graphs. The first one is the main one that we're going to look at for our analysis, but the rest of them are also important just so that we know how to do them. So you type in your data. Your data is not going to be the same as mine. Well, concentrations might be similar, right? But the absorbance is going to be different based on what you got in your lab. How you make the first graph is highlight everything. By the way, if I'm going too fast, you can always slow down the video. You can always rewind it, right? So I'm going to insert, and I'm going to put chart. And it should pop up a chart that is going up, all right? So if it's going down or if it's something different, then that doesn't really make sense. And I don't really want you to use that. I want you to try to figure out a way to make it go up. And usually what's the common mistake is that people if you put like a letter, like let's say you put the letter M right here, it confuses the computer and it might make your data point kind of weird, right? Like here, it erased one of my data points. So that might be a reason why it's not working, all right? So once you have this, you need to check, is my x-axis and y-axis labeled correctly? So here it's concentration and absorbance, and that's pretty good. If for some reason I want to change it, I can just double click. And then I can type whatever I want, right? So if you want to add units, if you want to change the word, just do that. The title should be y versus x, which is good. And let's say now I need to add a trend line. So what I'm going to do is if this thing on the side is not there, I'm going to click on the 3 dots. I'm going to click edit chart, and I can go to customize, and I'm going to go to series. So scrolling down from series, I'm going to click the trend line button, and it's going to pop up a line. Now you might want to do linear. You can also check the other ones, right? But linear is the best one for this one. I'm just going to let you know. So make sure you click the linear one, and then under label, click use equation so you can see what equation it is. So you don't even need to know the equation. Ignore the plus, whatever that number is. It's very small, or it should be, so it doesn't matter. And then just use the first number in the front as your value for E. All right. You might want to like extend this so you can actually see the dots. If you want to do that, I think you can go to vertical axis, and then you can change the maximum value to like 0.3, or just make it higher than what your numbers were. So you can play around with it to make it fit completely within the graph, okay? All right, so I'm going to put this graph off to the side. What you're going to do when you have it is you're going to copy it and paste it directly into your lab. So it should take up the entire width of the page. You shouldn't make it really small because that makes it very, very hard for me to read. All right, so now how do you do the rest of them? Well, transmittance, we know from the lab, let's see, transmittance equals 10 to the power of negative 8, right? So you can just plug into your calculator, or what I want to show you is you can just type equals 10, and then type the caret to the power of negative, and instead of typing A, I'm going to click this one, because that's the value of A, yeah? And I'll press enter, and look, it popped up the answer, and it actually will autofill it. And so this one uses B6, which is this A. So it actually kind of goes in a line, right? B7. And so it does all the calculations for you with one button. If that doesn't pop up for you, you can always just click the little circle at the bottom and drag it down, and then it'll pop up as well, right? So that's how you do that on Google Sheets. Now for the next one, 1 over T, I'm going to say equals 1 divided by transmittance, right? And it's going to pop up the answers. Okay. For the next one, log C, I'm going to do equals log, and then I'm going to put in parentheses. Well, I don't want to pick 1 over T because I'm doing log of T, so I'm going to pick this one. And look, it's going to pop up. I'm going to get everything. And then the last one equals negative log of T equals negative log, and then I'm going to put transmittance again, and I'm going to get all my answers. So see how I did all of that really fast? It will save you a lot of time and calculation, and it'll actually be exact numbers. Okay. So now you need to go back and make the graphs for those. What I recommend is since they're kind of like separate, you can either get the numbers themselves, or you can just go ahead and insert a chart for 1 over t, right? It's going to give you the y values, but you need to add an x-axis, and you're going to add concentration as your x-axis, okay? So I'm going to type in A5 to A9, or I can just select it because that is my coordinates. Okay, and then my graph should be there. I will have to like add in the labels and everything and the trend line, but it should be good. Okay, so pretty much everyone should have a graph that goes up for the first one. The second one should also go up, but less. The third one should go down, and the fourth one should go up as well. The fourth one and the first one should actually look identical. All right. So I hope that helps with your analysis for your lab. We can just plug that in over here. And then for the post-lab analysis, you should be using graph number 1 primarily. All right, like pretty much exclusively. Okay. Thank you so much. Feel free to email me if you have any questions. Just good luck.